How's it going, everybody? Wow, that's bright. I really don't need this light on. How's it going? Decided to do a vlog today. Let me just show you what I want to show you. You don't need to look at my face. Like I told you guys, I am actually kind of picking up a new hobby. This is the hood off of a Massey Ferguson 50 tractor. Now, all these dents and dings in it, they are terrible. They make it look terrible. But this thing used to look absolutely horrific before I painted it. This is actually International Red. They didn't have Massey Ferguson Red. And as horrible as this poor tractor looks, I don't really care what paint it gets. I wouldn't care if it was painted green. Let me show you what the hood used to look like, at least compared to the paint on the tires. Here's the tractor. That's what she looked like. That color there just looks like rust pretty much. I got a tarp over the whole thing. But this is a Massey Ferguson 50 tractor. I've done a video of my grandpa's tractor before, but it was a TO30 model Ferguson tractor, not a Massey. And this is a Massey 50. We got this tractor several years back. It's the last tractor we got, and it's seen its better days. It doesn't even run very good. But the hood fell off on it, ironically. And I decided, since I bought a new air compressor, I wanted to get a painting kit. So I went ahead and painted the hood. Now, this tire here was actually painted when we bought it. This is Massey Ferguson Red. And there's not a whole lot of difference between the International Red and Massey Ferguson Red. But it's enough of a difference that I am going to go ahead and repaint this International Red. This is just kind of a project for a bigger project that's coming. I wanted to see how this works. I've never done it before. And the big project is that beauty over there. It's a John Deere 1950s, I want to say a 55 John Deere Model 70. It's seen its better days too. It actually shined a hell of a lot better. And it doesn't shine now. But it's been repainted once by a family member. And it actually, to be completely honest, if you don't look at the top, the paint on the side is actually what it looked like about 6 years ago. And I waxed on it for an entire week, every day for a couple hours. And the paint on it actually started to shine again. But as you can see, it's starting to chip off. The top has really got a lot of paint missing. It's really dirty, of course. This is what I want to basically, at least physically, make it look like it's restored a little bit better. I want to take the stickers off, get new stickers, completely repaint it. I'm going to take the hood off of it. It'll make it a lot easier to paint. Take off what I can to paint it. And I'm going to repaint the whole thing. I'm going to get a new muffler for it because this one's bent. It would look much better. Repaint the motor green. And yeah, and more importantly, get the thing to run. It runs like a champ. At least it did 5 years ago. But the starter went bad in it. And then my dad got sick. And it sat in one place for 5 years. We took the starter out just a week ago and got it rebuilt. It's just, we haven't put the starter back on it yet. So we're going to get the starter put on. As you can see, we got the flywheel exposed, but the starter's off of it. We got to get new plugs for it, new points for the spark plugs here. And once we get that starter put on, we're hoping she'll fire right off. It may take a little persuasion to get her to go. But once we let her run, you know, these old tractors, when they set for a while, they're obviously not going to run perfect. But the best medicine for them is to run them, and they'll start running better. So what we're going to do is once we get the starter put on it, we're just going to put some gas in it and let it set for a couple hours and idle. You know, not completely idle. You don't want to let a tractor idle, especially on a hot day. But rev it up a little and just let it set there for a couple hours and run. Run that gas through and let the motor run. And here's what the tractor looked like after a week's worth of waxing. I got it ready for the parade, and I was really proud of what she looked like. I even spray painted the wheels yellow. So that's been my project here lately. This old John Deere, I really want to get her to look good. We used to own a 4010 John Deere, quite a bit bigger than this one for those of you who know a lot about farm equipment. But the motor went bad in it when my dad was sick. He went ahead and sold it. And it was actually a minor thing, so it was still worth quite a bit of money, but it wasn't worth for him fixing. Our farm is only a 80-acre farm. It used to be double that. We had to sell the other half off when my dad got sick. But our farm is not a farm to make money. It's just a farm to have for sentimental value. Right behind me here, that's where I live, guys, that cabin. Right over here is where the house used to sit, the old house for my mom, or not my mom, but my dad and his two sisters and brother lived and grew up. That building there is an old one, built back in the 1800s. The house was built in 1845, but that's the old smokehouse. And out behind it is the chicken coop, pretty rough shape. The old outhouse, and yeah, back when my dad was growing up, the old house out here didn't have running water. Interesting enough, my grandma, when she married my grandpa, she actually was raised in a house that had running water, and then she moved out here and then didn't have running water. So they didn't have a bathroom. They didn't have any luxuries. It was pretty hard for her, but that's the way they lived. And then down there, just a little ways to the left of that camper, is where the barn used to stand. The barn was in really bad shape. It was dangerous to be around. So we had maybe 150 little round bales of hay in it that had been sitting there for 2 years. And this was before my dad got sick. We just set fire to those bales of hay and burned it down because it wasn't safe to be standing. It was going to collapse one of these days. So we just burnt it. Same with the old house. The front side of the house here, we eventually tore the flooring out of it. That old house, it was built in 1845. I know that for a fact. And it would have stood for a very long time, but it was in rough shape. It was actually in rough shape when my grandpa was still alive. But we tore a hole out of the wall on this side that I'm facing, and we were actually able to park this tractor inside of the house. But the barn's gone, the house is gone, the tractor sits outside. That's why I'm kind of, sad to think, I'm going to do all this work to paint it, but I have nowhere to park it. My dad always wanted to put a building up out here somewhere to park the equipment in, but that's not going to happen. Not now. There's a pond down here that you would normally be able to see the water clear up to the bank, but it's got a leak in it somewhere. Has for a long time. Well, there's still fish in it, I'm pretty sure, but my dad had that built when I was only a couple years old. And now out to the east, there's a east pond that's been there for, Lord knows how long. It's been there for a very long time. And it's got a lot of nice sized bass, crappie, bluegill, channel cat, you name it. Great place to go fishing. That's where I've been fishing. And then that one on the right of the tractor, that building, that actually is a porch off of my mom and dad's old trailer house that used to sit where the cabin is now, or I should say my house. It's like a cabin. But he kept the porch. It's kind of a storage place. And then up there on top of the hill, just beyond the car, it's an old brooder house. And then way up there above where the water hydrant is, there used to be an old sheep shed. It's gone now. But yeah, guys, I mean, a lot of memories out here. A lot of memories for me growing up. And I'm really proud to be the one that owns the place and lives out here. And now I get to do little things like this. I mean, there is so much more that could be done to this thing. Like, I should have invested in a set to work these dings out, but my dad told me once there's a dent in a hood or in any piece of metal, really, it's just about impossible to get it out. And honestly, That looks tenfold better than what it was. I actually spent the whole weekend working on this. I did it right. I sanded it, washed it, then I primered it, then I sanded it again with a much higher grit, then I painted it again. I even painted the underside. So now the project is to work on the tractor a little bit at a time. I think the only things that need to come off of it are the fenders. I'll take the fenders off, then I can get to the back tires easy, paint the tires, take the front 2 tires off and paint them, and then I got to paint the frame and the back of the tractor. And the old girl may not run very good, but damn, she's going to look nice. Not going to be the right color red, but hey, international red's not bad. But the prized possession is that down there, that 70 John Deere. That's what I want to get looking sharp. And as you can see, I really need to drag this rock in my driveway. I just had it rocked a couple weekends ago, and there's already grass growing up through it. We don't have a blade out here at the moment. It's in town with the TO30. We're going to get it out here, but until then, we're going to hook onto our bale fork and just drag this rock. The bale fork's just around the corner of the truck there, and it won't fit on this little tractor, so we have to wait till we get the old Johnny Popper running. Well guys, I'm winded. You know I'm overweight, but this is great stuff for me. Getting out of the house, beautiful day this weekend. Beautiful, the whole weekend's been beautiful, and what am I saying there? But getting out, moving, walking down to that tractor, I mean, I really was getting winded. You can probably tell in the video. I'm actually still winded now, but that's what I've been doing. I think it would be kind of cool to, if I had a laptop, that'd be so awesome to stream doing this stuff. But some of this stuff is going to take me a long time to do. I'm just doing a little at a time. That hood, a person can get it done. Well, actually, I mean, I guess if you want to do it right, you want to spend the time that I spent to do it. You know, a whole weekend just to do that hood was about right. But a better thing to do would be to have all those parts taken off, and a person could have that whole tractor done in a weekend if they worked hard on it. Now, that's not to say that, you know, you should do that, because a healthy person would work themselves to death. But I could have those fenders off. I could have sanded the fenders while the paint was drying on the hood and things like that. But it's going to be a slow project for me, because I'm in no hurry, and I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's nice to see old equipment like that restored and to look kind of brand new. But I'm really excited for that John Deere tractor. I really want to get it done. One other thing I wanted to do before I ended this video. I don't know if you guys saw this video or not, or if you'll even see it or even make it to this part of the video. But I wanted to kind of shout out McCANN'S Farm on YouTube. I just want you guys to know that there's a lot of people out there, including myself, that still watch your content. I know a lot of the subscribers you guys got were just because of McJuggernuggets and when Jesse became a huge part of your guys' life, which is awesome. I really look up to you guys with all the views you get and the subscribers you've got. I know I'm not a farming channel. I do gameplay and stuff like that, and always have. But these are other things I like to do. But I wanted to shout you guys out and let you know you still got a lot of fans out there. I love you guys' content. I really do enjoy watching videos whenever you show off your antique tractors. When Anita was, I don't know if it was a newer one or one maybe more like a year ago when you guys started, but you guys did a video with a farm all. I want to say it was like an A or something like that, with a tiller on, not tiller, but is that a spider? Sorry, I get distracted easy. But you had it was like a Disker type deal on the bottom of it. I thought that was really cool. I like seeing really old tractors. But I just want to, shout you guys out. I really love you guys. Awesome content. I watch your channel all the time. And I just wanted to let you guys know that. And if you guys saw this video, I really appreciate it. I didn't know if you guys liked watching other people's videos of old tractors and stuff. I just wanted to share this with you guys in case maybe you guys wanted to see it. This is good old Missouri country. I know I probably talk a lot different than everyone over in New Jersey. It's just, I think, even though I'm 23, this kind of stuff still amazes me. Being able to make videos and share it and comparing things. And you know, you guys, you're running a farm on the East Coast in New Jersey, and here I am in the state of Missouri, and I think it's just really neat. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If any of you are, you know, farm enthusiasts or anything like that, go check out McCANN'S farm. They've got a lot of great content. Their channel took off epically because of a really viral YouTuber known as McJuggernuggets. But ever since then, their subscriber count's been on a decline. That's only because everyone that subscribed to them were, you know, fans of Jesse's, and they did it because they told them to. But they've got some great content, and I really love their videos. So if you guys like, you know, hobbying stuff and cooking and farming and all that stuff, go check them out because they're awesome. The link will be at the very top of my description box. Thank you, guys. See you later.